The graveyard of Wall Street isn't filled with fools. It's filled with geniuses. In 1999, the smartest money in the world looked at the internet and saw the future. They were right about the technology. They were right about the transformation. But they were dead wrong about the price. And the tech didn't save them. The revolution didn't save them. They still got wiped out. Now, more than 2 decades later, history is about to play the same trick on us. AI might change the world, but does that mean every company building it is going to make you rich? History gives us a pretty uncomfortable answer. The tech can be real. The opportunity can be real. And your investment can still be a total disaster. Billions of dollars are pouring into AI right now. Companies are burning through cash on data centers, next-gen chips and power grids. Investors are hunting for the next trillion-dollar unicorn, and everywhere you look, the narrative is the same. AI is the future. But whenever the entire market convinces itself that the future is already here, there's one question smart money never stops asking. Are we actually investing in the future, or are we just overpaying for it? Because those are two completely different things. A technology can transform society. A company can become wildly successful. And yet someone who buys the stock at the wrong price can still lose everything. It's right in that blind spot that everyday wealth gets wiped out. To get why this is dangerous, you have to look back at the late 90s. The internet wasn't a scam. Amazon survived. Google took over the world. The internet changed literally everything, but investors still lost billions. Why? Because a great technology doesn't automatically make every stock a great investment. In 1999, the question wasn't if the internet would change the world. The question was, how much were people willing to pay for that hype? And this is where the story gets dark. Bubbles aren't created by idiots. They're created by smart people making logical decisions at completely irrational prices. Picture this. You find a company growing insanely fast. You buy the stock. It goes up. Your friends buy in. It goes up again. Suddenly, you aren't buying because you believe in the fundamentals anymore. You're buying because everyone else is. The rising price becomes your proof that you were right. People stop asking, what is this actually worth? And start asking, how much higher can it go? And then the real parasite kicks in, FOMO, the fear of missing out. You watch your coworker make 50% on a trade. Some guy on Twitter turns 10 grand into 100 grand. You tell yourself you're going to stay rational. You tell yourself you'll wait. But every week the chart keeps climbing, and sitting on your hands starts to feel like a massive mistake. So you buy. Not because you ran the numbers, but because the pain of missing out is stronger than your logic. And by the time everyone is absolutely convinced that this is the future, most of that future is already priced in. Now, to be fair, AI isn't exactly the dot-com bubble. It's already generating real economic value. But the trap is exactly the same. Think about it like this. If a guy tells you, I found the greatest business on earth, your first thought is, awesome, I'm in. But you're skipping the most dangerous question in finance. At what price? If a company is worth 10 billion and you pay 100 billion because you think it'll eventually be worth 500 billion, the expectations are insane. If the company grows, but just not fast enough, the stock crashes, even if the business is still printing cash. This is the most brutal lesson in investing. A great company can be a terrible stock at the wrong price. And the reverse is also true. A boring company, bought at a fair price, will often make you way more money than the sexy stock everyone is talking about. Building wealth rarely depends on excitement. It depends on cold, hard discipline. So how do you survive when the market loses its mind? Before you put your money into the next shiny object, ask yourself 3 questions. Number 1, what am I actually buying? Do you understand the business model, or are you just buying into a narrative? Number 2, what's baked into the price? What needs to happen to justify this valuation? And what happens if reality is just good instead of extraordinary? Number 3, and this is the big one. Would I still buy this stock if everyone on the internet stopped talking about it tomorrow? If the only reason you want in is because the chart keeps going up, you aren't investing. You're just chasing momentum. You are literally just exit liquidity for someone smarter than you. The internet changed the world. AI might change it even more. But technology doesn't rewrite human nature. As long as humans are trading money, there will always be moments where hype completely disconnects from reality. The biggest danger of a bubble isn't the crash. It's what happens to your brain while prices are going up. When everyone acts like the future is guaranteed, being skeptical makes you look like a pessimist. That's exactly when risk becomes invisible. You don't need to know if AI is in a bubble. You don't need to time the exact top or predict the crash. What you need is an unbreakable mindset, a mind that works just as well in the euphoria as it does in the chaos. True prosperity isn't about having the guts to take risks. It's knowing exactly which risks you can actually afford to take. It's understanding the difference between a real opportunity and a shiny temptation. Here at Wisdom and Prosperity, we don't follow the herd. We study the psychology driving it. We believe financial freedom doesn't belong to the people who try to predict the future. It belongs to the people who can control themselves when the future is uncertain. If you're tired of letting fear and greed drive your decisions, if you want to build the wisdom to protect your wealth and the discipline to multiply it, hit that subscribe button right now. Join us, because the future belongs to those who understand technology, but true prosperity belongs to those who understand themselves.